Well, if Delia does contact you, would you please let me know? Thank you, dear. Oh, yes. Well, little John is very fond of you, too. Goodbye.
Anything?
No, nothing. It doesn't seem that anyone has seen her. I've tried calling everyone that I can think of. That was Mrs. Shaw. Oh, dear.
Mom.
Mrs. Shaw was saying that little John is one of her special little boys to sit with.
Maybe we shouldn't worry about Delia like this. Maybe it's exactly what she wants.
What do you mean, Frank?
Well, look, she didn't get her way last night. Now, all the tears and the explanations didn't work. Now, she's not used to that. And I'm starting to think she's just gone off in a temper if she's angry enough.
Darling, she was more desperate than angry after you left.
That could have been an act. Delia's perfectly capable of hiding out with little John for the sole purpose of punishing us. If we won't be nice, then she'll make us pay.
Oh, Frank, you didn't hear her promising to make it up to you, to be good and to work hard. I know. She said it all times before, but this time I think she's genuine. The girl was beside herself.
She was caught in Roger Coleridge's bed.
Do you really believe that this is a deliberate move on her part to torture us because we blame her?
It's an ugly thought, but it would mean Dee's rational and little John's fairly safe.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, if you'd said that to me yesterday, I would have defended her and I would have been ashamed of you. But today, I just don't know.
Funny, isn't it? How we all still want to trust Delia.
Father McShane seems to. I think you should talk to him. He got your message. He called.
What did he say?
Well, that he's upset for you and he's concerned about Dee. She has been confiding in him because he said something about that trouble has been brewing for months.
Well, I wasn't going to see Mac till after I got little John home safely, but maybe I'd better pay him a visit before I have to say another word to Delia.
I think you should, dear.
All right, well, I'll stop by the rector's later. I'll hear both of Dee's witnesses, just like she wanted me to. But I doubt whether Father McShane or Jill can change the way I feel. She must be out of town.
Do you mean Jill? Oh, she's gone away for a few days.
Where'd she go?
She went down to the beach house with Seneca. He needed a place to unwind after his time that he spent in jail and after hearing that his medical license had been revoked.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. The beach house is a great place. Jill and Seneca.
Darling, I don't know if it's a romance that's blossoming between the two of them, but if it is, I'm afraid you're just going to have to live with that. Jill needs a good man in her life. Lord knows the situation between you and Delia is as complicated as ever, and maybe even more.
Well, I knew she was involved with him because of the trial. I figured they were friends. I just never thought of them at the beach house.
I take it you are the artist,
Oh,
eh?
yes, I was.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Tell me about it.
Oh.
Her husband's disappeared.
God, I want Rafe back.
And she's given up hope.
I know that my Rafe is gone.
But when he miraculously returns, will Salem be big enough?
Finally caught up with you, didn't I, son of a bitch?
For two Rafes. Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
Get ready to be blown away this dismay, because the view's on fire. This week, Ellen Pompeo shares some good dish on Grey's Anatomy. Plus, Cher's son Chaz Bono bravely shares all.
I don't remember anything from my early childhood.
And watch out, because scene stealer Kristen Wiig is here. Then next week, Top Dog American Idol judge Randy Jackson, Grey's Anatomy star Chandra Wilson, and Harry Potter heartthrob Daniel Radcliffe. Is he ready to move on to bigger things? Find out here. May is big on All New Views on ABC.
If you have trouble sleeping, the chances are you may have tried one of these sleep aids. They all contain diphenhydramine, a substance commonly found in cold medicine. As a medical doctor, I personally don't like to recommend any sleep aid to my patients that contains diphenhydramine. That's why these days I recommend Ultero. Ultero is a blend of 3 safe and effective ingredients: valerian, L-tryptophan, and melatonin. Ultero is like 3 sleeping pills in one. I believe Ultero is a wonderful, safe, and effective sleep aid.
Try Ultero in the original tablet or the all-new fast-acting liquid form.
Introducing Purina One Beyond, a new food for your cat or dog.
Commode, potty, John, loo, the toilet. No matter what you call it, Clorox has been trusted to keep it clean and to kill germs for nearly 100 years. That's because only Clorox toilet bowl cleaners are powered by Clorox bleach. Now try new and improved Clorox Toilet Bowl Cleaner. It dispenses in a wide band to completely coat the bowl. New and improved Clorox Toilet Bowl Cleaner.
The anti-seizure drugs Topamax and Depakote, several commonly prescribed painkillers, and antidepressants such as Paxil, Zoloft, and Prozac have all been linked to birth defects. If you had a baby born with a birth defect after taking any of the drugs listed on screen while pregnant, you may be entitled to money damages. Call James Rosehouse and Associates at 1-800-660-3213. The fertility drug Clomid is also linked to birth defects. Call 1-800-660-3213. That's 1-800-660-3213.
This is my own private angel. And I invented her when I was about 7.
Ah. She's very happy.
Of course, because I was miserable. We'd come out here for the summer and I got the chicken pox. And I had to stay in the house for what seemed like a month.
Oh, my. But Faith and Roger could go out.
Of course they could, and they treated me like I had the plague. My mother wasn't too thrilled with me either. So I got my crayons and drew up a friend.
Well, I must say, you certainly didn't go in for ethereal angels, did you? I mean, you got a red dress, you got blue wings with flowers yet.
And purple eyes. And you see this thing that looks like a rocket?
That is not a rocket. That is a necklace. Anybody could tell that.
You have just made my day. Roger always insisted that it looked like a rocket, but of course it's a necklace. Yeah. Exactly like the one my mother had, only much bigger and much better.
Naturally. Now, let's see.
That. Okay, wait a minute. I think that is supposed to be a hand mirror, suspiciously like the silver one my mother kept on her dressing table.
I see.
When my father came out for the weekend, he had it framed.
Uh-huh. So then, this is the angel who had everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Was your father the one who told you
about
angel?
Now, listen to this.
What?
This angel, I have to tell you about this angel. This angel could fly, live in a place called heaven where nobody ever got chickenpox.
Oh, my. Was your dad the one who told you about him?
No. Actually, it was Maeve. I'd gone to spend the afternoon with the Ryans, which is probably where I got the chickenpox. And she told me the most wonderful stories about angels. How some were soldiers and some were scribes. And there was a special angel for each person on earth.
Guardian angels. Hmm? My mother's an expert on them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She even comes from a village called Guardian Angel. Yeah, l'ange gardien. Every child said his prayer to his particular guardian angel, and, well, my mother taught me mine. Yeah. Do you understand French-Canadian?
We'll say the prayer and I'll try.
Okay. Let's see. Veillez sur moi quand je m'éveille, bon ange, puisque Dieu l'a dit.
Ah, watch over me when I'm awake.
Right.
Okay, tell me the rest.
Lean over my bed when I sleep. Pity my faults. Always walk by my side and talk to me along the road. And so that I won't fall along the way, good angel, give me your hand.
Oh, Seneca, it's lovely. Really lovely. Oh, I really do hope we have guardian angels.
Well, I know I've had one past few months. No, it's true. It's true. You've put up with my faults, stood by my side, and, well, you held my hand through some of the worst moments of my life.
Which you came through?
We came through.
Okay, we came through. Pretty well, all things considered. You know, I think we're entitled to better times. For the next couple of days, anyway.
Ah, much, much better. Starting with the swim and then some fresh coffee, which I made when you were upstairs.
You know, I thought I was imagining that aroma. Oh, no, don't tell me.
Well, an alternative. Tea will be ready for ice by the time we get back.
Great.
Well, my guardian angel told me to make myself at home, so I just followed her advice.
I'm really glad you did.
You know, Jill, you really have a terrific place here.
You know that I offered this place to Jack and Mary for their honeymoon?
And they turned it down for a Mississippi riverboat?
They did.
They have got to be crazy.
Is this what it's going to be like all the way back to New York?
Like what?
Like a silent war? You're absolutely furious, and you may as well say so. I'd much rather get it out in the open.
All right. Okay, let's do just that.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay and enjoy today and tomorrow in New Orleans. I want all of our honeymoon, every last minute.
And you know the memories you'd have for life? Of me worrying, wondering if little John is safe, if Frank's holding up, if Mother and Da are all right.
They'll still have the same problems 48 hours from now. I'm sure they can wait that long for your moral support.
Look, moral support's nothing to sneer at. And it helps most when things really look bad. Besides, I can do more than hold hands.
Yeah, like what? I mean, what are you going to do for the kid? Mobilize the troops to Channel R?
I can take some of the pressure off Mother and Da. I can talk to Frank because he'll tell me things he won't tell anybody else. I can handle the campaign for a few days, talk to Pat, maybe ease the tension between him and Frank. If Delia's out of her head, I can take care of little John.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you can be Johnny Ryan's good little girl most of all. I mean, you can show him that you're his dutiful daughter in spite of the fact that you got a different last name.
Jack, I just don't get it. Are you doing this because you love me and you want me all to yourself? I mean, if that's the case, I do understand. But I have to tell you, you're hurting me.
You're not the only one who can be hurt.
I want the honeymoon. I loved it so much, but when there's trouble at home... Oh, honey, I didn't think I'd have to choose between you and my family again.
I thought that you'd chosen me.
Jack, that is so unfair. So it's to hell with my family. Let them suffer, huh? Because we're too busy having fun.
Yeah, we're too busy. We're beginning our marriage, Mary, and I think you ought to know it's more important than Frank ending his.
I'm sorry, honey, but I can't go against 23 years of training to rally round when my relatives need me.
Kathleen coming in from Pittsburgh? Siobhan coming in from Washington? Just Mary coming in from her honeymoon.
I don't know about anybody else. I just know what I have to do. Now, you tell me, if Sister Mary Jo had some terrible problem, like maybe the orphanage was closing, wouldn't you be on the next flight home? Or if Jumbo got hurt in a fight on the docks, would you be able to go out and have a grand old time dancing on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain? Come on, honey. Could you be happily honeymooning while someone you love is hurt or afraid?
I don't know. Maybe it's the pattern that bothers me most. Pattern of changing my plans, my life to suit your family. Happens over and over. They make demands, I make concessions. You don't seem to notice.
No demands were made. Not this time. I volunteered. I insisted, as a matter of fact. Honey, I'm not asking you to give in to them. I'm just asking you to support me.
Well, I think you're doing both, whether you know it or not. You had a lot of experience being a daughter, but a wife. What is it you promised in the church? Leave your family, cleave unto me, right?
Okay. I'm just learning how to be a wife. And what are you learning? You're supposed to cherish and sustain me through joys and sorrows, as I recall, and I'm sorrowful because when my brother's in trouble, so am I.
Boy, could I use a little cherishing right now.
Mary.
Can you imagine 48 more hours of this nonsense?
No. No, I can't. We're gonna make that plane now. Better get packing.
Oh.
The Ryans. A law unto themselves.
Hi. Any word from Dee?
No, nothing. How are you, darling?
Pretty good. I saw Da downstairs. He was telling me Mary's coming home early.
Yes. She had one of her dreams. She called because she was uneasy about Frank. So strange.
Talk about the same wavelength. Frank?
Mary shouldn't be ruining her honeymoon because of Delia.
She's coming back for your sake.
She wouldn't have had any dreams at all if my diabolical wife hadn't been playing games with my son.
Diabolical?
Frank's been thinking that maybe Dee just wants to frighten us.
I very much doubt Delia's hysterical or out of control in any way. This whole disappearing act may be a ploy, first to punish us and then to get our sympathy.
Well, you won't give her the benefit of the doubt about anything, will you?
I've given her quite enough.
Seems to me she's been amazingly generous with you sometimes. She gave you quite a lot of consideration about Jill.
I'll race you to the beach.
You got it. Where's the starting line?
Here!
In all her years as Erica Kane,
I want to be special, and I'm going to be.
she's never faced a challenge like this.
Oh, my God.
This week, Susan Lucci like you've never seen her before.
Why do you have my face?
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Find an Italian masterpiece in your grocer's freezer. Buitoni shrimp and lobster ravioli with garlic butter sauce. Simple ingredients, artfully prepared. Create an Italian masterpiece. Buitoni in the freezer section.
The seasons change, but we still may suffer from nasal allergy symptoms. They can hit you year-round, indoors or out. Oh, to have relief. Prescription Nasonex is clinically proven to help relieve nasal allergy symptoms, including congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing.
Side effects may include headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Infections of the nose and throat and eye problems, including glaucoma or cataracts, may occur. Have regular eye exams. Slow wound healing may occur, so do not use Nasonex until your nose has healed from any sore, surgery, or injury. Nasonex can increase your risk of getting infections. Avoid contact with infections like chickenpox or measles while using Nasonex.
It does not come in generic form. Ask your doctor if Nasonex is right for you.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Bruce Weitz is back as gangster Anthony Zaccara.
At some turn of events.
On The Young and the Restless, Emily O'Brien is saying goodbye to Genoa City.
Another time?
Daytime favorite Tamara Braun is Taylor on Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
And on One Life to Live, Roger Howarth is back in Landview.
I have to be with my family.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
Seneca! Seneca, come on! Don't hold back!
In the wise, empty eyes of the sea, there's a freedom. In the long distant song of the tide, you can hide. On a beach, you can reach for the sun and find peace instead. And love is waiting straight ahead. Hello again. This time it's our turn. Fate says amen. I say okay. Remember when day's the day. No explanation, no time to wonder why. Today we fly, and that's all we can try for. What's the sky for? Hello again. Surprise, it's our turn. I don't know when. I felt so open, so easy.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet.
She wants her family back, but there's one person standing in her way.
You knew that John was the father of my baby!
This week,
It's over, Marty. You're done.
only one will be left standing. And Roger Howarth is back. Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
My son has been missing.
A father and son on two sides of the law join forces.
We need to be prepared for a fight.
But will this partnership turn lethal?
You shoot, I'm just as good as dead.
Put the gun down, or you're gonna watch your father die.
Watch General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
At Pedigree, everything we do is for the love of dogs. So we've added more healthy ingredients to every bag we make, like essential oil for their skin and coat, vitamin E and C for a strong immune system, egg-shaped kibble for clean teeth, fiber for a happy tummy, and lots of other good stuff dogs need. Because we believe every dog deserves leading nutrition. From wet nose to wiggly butt. New Pedigree.
And I see you singing something new when the day is done. Because I know you, your name is someone.
I was pretty confused by everything I'd been hearing about high fructose corn syrup. So I did a little research and learned from experts whether it's corn sugar or cane sugar. Your body can't tell the difference. Sugar is sugar.
Learn more at cornsugar.com. A marriage made in heaven is hell for everyone else.
Dad's new marriage could send her back to the bottom. Stay away from my son.
Say I do to the Young and the Restless tonight at 7 on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Michael and Abby. Monette Lindbaum posted on Facebook, they are totally right for each other. And Bridget Poole cheers, yes, Team Abby and Michael. Tanya Boonshoe-Bernard adds, they are so hot. Lori Rogers-Olson sums it up, they are perfect for each other. People are talking about General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Get ready to be blown away this May, because The View's on fire. This week, Ellen Pompeo shares some good dish on Grey's Anatomy. Plus, Cher's son, Chaz Bono Bravely, shares all.
I don't remember anything from my early childhood.
And watch out, because scene stealer Kristen Wiig is here. Then next week, Top Dog American Idol judge Randy Jackson, Grey's Anatomy star Chandra Wilson, and Harry Potter heartthrob Daniel Radcliffe. Is he ready to move on to bigger things? Find out here. May is big on all new Views on ABC.
Stick to things you understand. My marriage isn't one of them.
What's that mean? You can say anything you like and I have to keep my mouth shut?
Yes, if that's what's necessary to keep peace.
How about keeping some perspective?
Pat, there is a time to settle differences and there's a time to hold them back. Now, this is not the moment to criticize Frank.
But he's using words like diabolical to describe Dee when we all know that that's about his fault.
No.
All right, Pat. That will do. Both of you. Nobody got any sleep in this house last night. We're all anxious and we're all tense. I know myself I'm ready to snap at the first person that crosses me. But let's make an effort now to get along, even if it isn't easy. As far as putting things in perspective, don't. Not today.
I guess I'm just not much use up here.
No. You can say what's on your mind. I'm not that fragile, Mom. I know I'm guilty, too. I know that Delia isn't to blame for every problem in our marriage.
It's not what you said last night.
Oh, please, let us not discuss the point of view of whose problem or whose fault all of this is. As long as little John is gone from this house, we have more important thing to worry about.
I know how it looks to you.
Do you?
Yeah. It looks like I've wronged Delia at least as much as she's wronged me. I'm sure you think that she struggled to keep the marriage together while I've concentrated on my career and on Jill.
Now, I don't simplify it that much. But more than once, I've been proud of Dee for helping you with the campaign, for being friendly when Jill comes around. Maybe you've been proud too, but I've just gotten the feeling that you didn't much care how much Dee tried, as long as she didn't get in the way.
I'm not going to defend myself to you, and I'm not about to go into the details of my relationship with Delia, but I will tell you this one very simple truth. There's a lot goes on in a marriage that an outsider doesn't know and can't understand.
All right, but an outsider also has an objective point of view, which isn't necessarily hostile, and which could be of some use.
You can't claim to be objective about Delia.
Certainly not, Pat. I mean, you've been her protector since practically the day she went to school.
What I mean is I'm not her husband, so I'm relatively detached about this situation.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, being her friend doesn't give you any insight into what it's like to be her husband. Yeah, I should have stayed her friend, too. God knows. The worst mistake I ever made was to marry her.
There was a time when you two were very good for each other.
Please, Pat, leave it be.
Sure. We were good for each other. I protected her just like you did, and I loved it just like you did. I helped her cope. I cheered her up. I made her feel good about herself. But I didn't really know her. That's taken a very long time. She isn't the person I thought she was 6 years ago. The person she is. I don't understand. I don't trust. And I certainly don't love.
Frank, are we talking about the same woman? What could she possibly have...
Hello. Delia. Delia, child. You're talking too fast, dear. Slow down. Dee, please, please, please. Calm down now. Frank wants to talk to you. Don't hang up, dear, please. Here. She's hysterical.
Delia, what are you crying about? Look, please, take it easy.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.